Hello, grammar goodies, and welcome to another General Grammar with me, Mr. Goodie Grammar. You might be asking yourself, wait, are we in the store? What's going on? Well, you're actually at our first live streaming event here in the break room at General Grammar. Before we get started, go ahead and make sure to go to joinpd.com and type in the code UGQBU. What this is our amazing friends at Pear Deck created an interactive platform, so I'm able to talk about this and you're able to join along with me. So go ahead and go to Pear Deck by going to the website joinpd.com and put in the password UGQBU. You can also find it in the comments section as well. Hey! Because we're doing it up. I mean, come on. You can't beat this pair. So, our topic for this evening is the wonderful Pronoun-Antecedent Agreement. Can they agree like politicians nowadays? Yes. We just have to teach them how. So to start this off again, make sure to go to joinpd.com, type in the code so we can get this started. I hope everyone had a good day. It's Wednesday. Alrighty. Again, join in at Pear Deck, joinpd.com. Ding! Okay, everybody, let's go ahead and get this party started. I'm going to have a little clicky right here. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get this started. The essential question of this lesson today is going to be, why is it important to have pronouns agree with their antecedents? We're going to find out. But before we jump into our content, we have to start with a basket breaker, right? Bah! Basket breaker questions are to get you started and jump into the lesson. So, what's our basket breaker question for today? The basket breaker question for today is, what is a pronoun? What is a pronoun? Go ahead and type your response into the chat box on joinpd.com with the code, or type it into the comments section on this YouTube video. So again, the question is, what is a pronoun? What is a pronoun? I need to know. I also need an eraser. There we go. So, what is a pronoun? Type your responses in, and I'll lock it soon enough. And if you're joining us late, or maybe you're watching this video in 2 days, you can still access the presentation and notes by following, again, the website right there and the code. Pear Deck is an amazing interactive platform meant to make education more engaging. Always plugging. So let's go ahead and I'm going to lock the screen and let's see what we got. Okay. When it comes to this, as a review, hopefully you saw episode 3, pronouns. Because a pronoun is a shorter word. A pronoun, I'm jumping over here. A pronoun is a part of speech. It's a word that stands in for a noun. Okay, so stands in for noun. It takes the place of it. Which, again, pretty nice, right? So, for example, my noun here is Mr. Goodie Grammar. Me. But if I constantly go, well, Mr. Goodie Grammar, Mr. Goodie Grammar, Mr. Goodie Grammar, and say that over and over again as my noun, one, repetitive, two, narcissistic, and three, obnoxious. So what we do is actually add pronouns into our sentences to eliminate that repetition. So what I could do now, instead of saying Mr. Goodie Grammar, I could say I. Instead of saying your name, I can say you. If I'm talking about, my partner in crime, Brian, I would say he. All of that right there, the he, the I, the you, are all pronouns because they take the place of the nouns. Pretty good stuff. So now that we have that kind of review, let's go ahead and jump into pronoun-antecedent agreement. Well, you know what a pronoun is now. We reviewed it. But you're asking yourself, what is an antecedent? That sounds scary. It sounds like the crypt keeper's about to bust out and, do a little jig. I don't know. So I'm here to tell you it's actually not that scary. An antecedent is a really easy concept. In essence, an antecedent is a noun that the pronoun takes the place of. That's all it is. It's just a fancy word for the noun that the pronoun takes the place of. And you were thinking it's going to be some deep, dark, intense, existential word. Nope. Let's go ahead and jump into some examples so we can kind of practice this a little bit more. Also, if you've yet to subscribe, make sure to hit that button, subscribe, so you can join us every Wednesday at 7 Mountain Standard Time for our little parties. You'll also receive weekly Word of the Week videos. Woo! So, hit it and ring that bell, baby. Alrighty, so for this one, our example is Mr. Goodie Grammar is the host of General Grammar. And he is hilarious. I don't know who wrote this, but thank you. So kind. The first question I want to ask you is, what's the pronoun in this sentence? Again, I'll read it. Mr. Goodie Grammar is the host of General Grammar. And he's hilarious. I want you to take a second and look for the pronoun in this sentence. If you are online with our Pear Deck, you have 4 multiple choice answers. A, General Grammar. B, Mr. Goodie Grammar. C, he. Or D, host. What's the pronoun? Let's see what everyone put. All righty. People joining in on Pear Deck. Congratulations. The pronoun of this sentence is, in fact, he. He is the pronoun here. It's a shorter word that took the place of a noun. He is the pronoun. Now, let's even dig deeper with this same sentence. Mr. Goodie Grammar is the host of General Grammar, and he is hilarious. I want you now to find the antecedent for he. What did he take the place of? What did the pronoun he take the place of? All right, I'm seeing those answers start to trickle in. Aren't you excited? I am. All right. Awesome, awesome. Again, for those of you who are on the Pear Deck, there are multiple choice questions afoot in this presentation. So make sure to jump on if you have not, because your options for this: A, host; B, general grammar; C, he; D, Mr. Goodie Grammar. I'm seeing that you are putting D, Mr. Goodie Grammar. Is Mr. Goodie Grammar the antecedent of he? Absolutely. Whoa! If you got it, awesome job. Again, antecedent sounds like a difficult word, but it's as simple as just going back in time, asking yourself, wait a second, what word did this pronoun take the place of? Then you backtrack, you turn into the Nancy Drew of grammar, and you find it out. So here, instead of me going, Mr. Goodie Grammar is the host of General Grammar, and Mr. Goodie Grammar is hilarious, I have now replaced Mr. Goodie Grammar with he. So if I'm trying to find the antecedent of he, ding, 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 it's Mr. Goodie Grammar, hey, 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 hey. In essence, it's pretty easy to find the antecedent. All right, let's go on. And how's everybody feeling? Go ahead and put that into the comment section on YouTube. Tell me how you're feeling about this video, what topics you want to learn in the future, because we're taking a little water break. Delicious. So let's ramp up our stuff even more. All right. I need my eraser. So now let's do some more practice trying to find the antecedent. All right. So we have over here, my cat rarely sleeps. I'll turn around just a second. In her bed. Woo! Y'all, I'm just letting you know, going back to teaching again here at General Grammar after a long quarantine. Ooh, handwriting. So for this very, 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 very funny example, my cat rarely sleeps in her bed, which is true, by the way. We're going to start with asking ourselves, what's the pronoun in this sentence? My cat rarely sleeps in her bed. Well, we have the pronoun her. Boom, boom, boom. Now, question. What do we do to find the antecedent to her? Do you know? If you do, make sure to write a little response on Pear Deck or write into the comments on YouTube. How do we find the antecedent after we have already identified the pronoun? I know you're typing away. Well, everyone, we ask ourselves, what did her take the place of? Her is representing cat. It's her bed. It's my cat's bed. I see some typing taking place. I'm seeing cat, absolutely. Cat, cat, cat is the antecedent in this example. So let's erase it. And I love to see that you guys have joined in on Pear Deck. Again, it is joinpd.com, and the code is UGQBU. And you can also find the link for this presentation directly in the comments. We'll put it in right now. I'm doing it with my mind. All right. So let's jump to our next example. I'm actually going to vocalize this one because it's a long one. For those of you on Pear Deck who can see it, great. Let me go ahead and read it off for you. Bret Michaels had a show called Rock of Love. It was super entertaining, and he hilariously narrated it. What's going on? So here we have Bret Michaels had a show called Rock of Love. Right there, we're establishing our nouns. Bret Michaels being the subject, Rock of Love being, the name of the show. And then it says, it was super entertaining. What was super entertaining? What does it refer to? It refers to Rock of Love. And when it says he hilariously narrated it, guess what? It's referring to Bret Michaels. So Bret Michaels in that case would be the antecedent. Awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. All right. Let's see what we got. So the question that I'm going to pose to all my grammar goodies out there, why is the antecedent important? Why do we have to know about the antecedent? Huh? Why are we studying this giant word? Go ahead and put your answer to that either on Pear Deck or type it into the comment section on YouTube. And while we're waiting, I'll go ahead and remind you about upcoming events that are going to occur. So every Wednesday, we'll have a live stream going over amazing grammar concepts that are going to blow your mind. And stick around every Sunday afternoon where we present the new word of the week. You don't want to miss out on that word. And every other Friday, expect a new, exciting, refreshing, chaotic episode of General Grammar with free guided notes. So while you guys I'm seeing some amazing, I don't even want to use amazing. That's a bland word. Exceptional responses coming through. Again, the question for you who are just joining in, or you just want me to repeat it, why is it important to know what an antecedent is? Let me know, hit me up, call me on my telephone. No, don't call me. So let me know. And for those of you who want to know more about Pear Deck, please go to peardeck.com, where you can find a variety of educational resources, and such as already created Pear Deck presentations for you and a whole community of resources. Again, go to peardeck.com. And to even try it out, join pd.com and play around with our presentation. Because, don't we make a pair? So I'm saying that some of the answers are coming in about why do we need to know the antecedent? Well, it helps you understand the pronoun, like what the pronoun is referring to. Great job to Cody. Awesome job, Cody. He's saying that it is important because without the antecedent, you would go, who's he, she, it? What's going on? It makes it so confusing if you don't have a clear antecedent. If I were to just go, he loves milk. If I just had this sentence, he loves milk, and there was no prior context, I just had he. I'm going, who is happening here? I don't know who loves milk. He loves milk, but who is he? Are we talking John Travolta? Are we talking Leo? Are we talking Pennywise the Dancing Clown? I don't know. Why do I not know? Because there isn't a clear antecedent. If I had something above it saying Cody is awesome, if I had this where it says Cody is awesome, he loves milk, then it makes sense because my antecedent is Cody. He took the place of Cody. So it's so important to know what an antecedent is, because if you're just throwing around pronouns and there isn't a clear context of what it's referring to, who it's referring to, your meaning gets lost, and it can be very, very, very confusing for the listener. Yeah, please don't do that, people. Especially when you get into some gossip and you're like, oh, I heard he said this and she did what and what, and they were talking this. Who, what, she, he, them, what? You have to have a clear antecedent. All righty. So let's go even further with it. All right. So now I want to jump into the last really, I was getting all up on this board. Everyone, a messed up board is the sign of passion, determination, and also being in close quarters. So we know what a pronoun is. We know what an antecedent is. But the whole point of this lesson is to discuss agreement between agree. Noun with its antecedent in number and gender. Very, 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 very important. Number and gender. For example, if the antecedent is plural, right? If it's Batman and Robin, then your pronoun also needs to be plural. It would be they if you're talking about, an adventure they're going on. Maybe they're going to Hobby Lobby. I don't know. So you need to make sure, again, that your antecedent and pronoun, antecedent and pronoun agree in gender and number. Let's look at some examples together. All right. So I'll go ahead and erase this with my hand. How reckless. So I can go ahead and write this example for you. All right. So actually, y'all, do you want me to be dangerous? I'm going to wipe away all your memory. There we go. More room. But if you missed out on it, make sure to go to www.mrgoodiegrammar.com to receive notes and updates about this very topic. You can also make sure to rewind and watch this later on our YouTube channel. So the question is, let me give you the sentence. We have Jabba, the Hutt, ate all of the food. I'm already seeing answers coming in. And now, and they are now full. All right. Law. Let's go ahead and look at this example real quick. We have Jabba the Hutt ate all of the food. Such a mood, right? And they are now full. Is there something wrong with this? Jabba the Hutt ate all of the food, and they are now full. Doesn't sound right, right? Well, as you know, Jabba the Hutt is singular. Single. Jabba the Hutt is singular. It's one giant, blasphemous creature in the galactic, universe. So Jabba the Hutt singular. There's one Jabba the Hutt. But here it's saying, and they are now full. They is a plural pronoun. They means more than one. So if we look at this, does that agree? No, of course it doesn't. It's like oil and water. No. So what would we have to change the pronoun to so it matches? All. What would we change his pronoun to? So Jabba the Hutt ate all of the food, and he is now full. This is a singular pronoun. Also, it's going to agree in gender as well, because Jabba the Hutt identifies as a he, a male, I believe. I don't know. He's like a slug creature, but you get what I'm saying. He can identify as whatever he wants. I just didn't know a concrete pronoun, so I can call him it. All righty. Let's go ahead and look at the next example. And again, if you're with me, put a good thumbs up into the comments box. Say, hey, I'm learning something. And I'll go, hey, cool. Here we go. Let's do this one. And again, for those of you who want to join in on the party and follow along with an interactive, engaging platform, please make sure to go to joinpd.com and use our code UGQBU to jump on and do some practice problems with us. All righty. So, Mr. Goodie Grammar is crazy. For she lost at Monopoly. Quick note before we go on about Monopoly. It is the most vicious game ever played. It's where dreams go to die. So please make sure to play Monopoly at any Christmas and Thanksgiving or other festive holiday type of events with your family. Watch dreams shatter. Okay, so let's go back to our example. Mr. Goodie Grammar is crazy for she lost at Monopoly. What is going on here? There's something wrong. The pronoun she isn't agreeing with Mr. Goodie Grammar. This has to deal again with discrepancies in agreement about gender. For example, I'm a he. Therefore, that's how we make sure we look back at our antecedent so we can get the correct pronoun. Regardless of however you identify yourself, it's important for people to know the antecedent. So the correct pronoun chosen whenever we're naming stuff. It's great. Antecedents are important. Whoa! Okay. So here's what's going to happen now. All right. I am going to go through a couple more examples with you guys. Again, make sure to jump in on joinpd.com or just have a little party with us right now on YouTube. No stress. Again, we're a pair. We got you covered either way. So we have our first example here. Tide Pods are dangerous. First part, Tide Pods are dangerous to eat. Tweens, please listen to that. Because they can burn your intestines. Ooh, I don't like that S. It was a little too wild for me. No, wild, whoa! All right. So we have Tide Pods are dangerous to eat because they can burn your intestines. In this example, Tide Pods is our main subject. Tide Pods are dangerous. They are. They're for washing clothes. Because they can burn your intestines. They being our pronoun. Let's ask ourselves, do those two agree? Do our pronoun and antecedent agree? If you believe so, go ahead and in the comment section put, yes, I do agree. Absolutely. Or, nah. Go ahead and put that into the comment section. All right. So, Tide Pods, plural. They is a plural pronoun. They agree. Yes. Absolutely. They and Tide Pods are both plural. They match with one another. Yowza! You have a pronoun antecedent agreement. Perfect. All right. I'm going to jump through here real quick. Let's do this one together, everybody. Go through a couple more examples. I want to make sure that we get the idea of pronoun antecedent agreement. Just let's pretend this is the nail. Just get it into your brain forever. Okay, so let me go ahead and finish erasing. All right, we got this. If you don't like the store, you don't have to shop so if you don't like the store, you don't have to shop at it. So what do you think here? If you don't like the store, you don't have to shop at it. Let's identify the pronoun. We're seeing some you, but let's say in context, we're having a conversation. You. But then we have this right here, the pronoun it. What is the antecedent to it? What is it referring to? It is referring to the store. the store being singular and not of a gender, therefore, it agrees with the pronoun it. Pretty cool, right? Antecedents are super, super easy. It's just all about identifying the pronoun first and then asking yourself, what does this refer to? What did it take the place of? And then you go up and find it and boo, 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 boo. Guess what? You have your antecedent. Alrighty. If you guys, even after the fact, go to joinpd.com, put in the code, you can go ahead and experience a multitude of practice problems and experiences on the Pear Deck itself, even though we're not live stream. This includes multiple choice questions, includes drawing, dragging and dropping, image distortion, everything that you would want. So make sure to do that. Alrighty. So we learned a lot today. So of course we got to test it with a IELTS check. Here's what I want. For this IELTS check, I want you to create your own original sentence that contains both a pronoun and an antecedent. And you need to make sure that they agree. So let me go ahead and put this on the board for you. Write a sentence with a pronoun and clear antecedent. All right. So just going back to it real quick, the directions for the IELTS check. Write a sentence with a pronoun and a clear antecedent. It could be about whatever you would like. It could be about my pear friend here. It could be about general grammar. It could be about your hopes and dreams, or, maybe even the unicorn that just won't leave your front yard. Come on, it's been 2 years. And when you're done with that, make sure to go ahead and post it into the comment section. Always fun, right? We love to read them. And also we'll be releasing some shout out videos coming up in the next couple of weeks. Make sure that you're one of those people that get a shout out by me, Mr. Goodie Grammar. Okay, additionally, I would like for you guys to also look at one another's sentences. No judgment, right? Look at one another's sentences and try to identify the pronoun and the antecedents taking place in other Grammar Goodies sentences. In a way, you're creating your own test for the people in our community. It's going to be fun. I'm ready to do it. So again, make sure to write a sentence with a pronoun and a clear antecedent and post it into the comments section on YouTube. Then go ahead and go through the various sentences that appear in the comments section below this video. Try and identify the pronoun and its antecedent and reply. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So before we go, I just want to first say thank you so much for joining us tonight. This has been so much fun. Hopefully you joined in with Pear Deck. And if you didn't, no worries. Hopefully you got a lot out of this party. If you still have questions about this particular topic, pronoun-antecedent agreement, go ahead and also put that into the comments section on YouTube. We'd love to get into a conversation with you about this particular topic to make sure you master it. Come on, you're a grammar goodie here at General Grammar. Also, if you haven't already subscribed to our amazing, incredible, outrageous channel, make sure to do so. Also, we're building. So, share with all of your friends and make the world a more grammatically correct place. Well, that's it for tonight's Grammar Goodies. I'll see you this Sunday where we'll go ahead and sip up a new word of the week, followed by another live session like this next Wednesday. You stay fresh, happy, and cool with the anti-grammar jammer here at General Grammar. I'm Mr. Goodie Grammar. I'll see you next time. Woo! Thanks for dropping by.